how am I supposed to trust anybody on what's healthy or not? They said carbs bad, now they're not so bad. Said this, said that. Well, salmon? You know, one of the salmons is good for you, and then the other one is fucking kill you. It'll comes to the house dead, but it wakes up in the middle of the night. It's the one in the farms. Because my girlfriend was like, go to the store, get some salmon. I came back, she's like, we can't eat this salmon. I was like, what's wrong with this salmon? She was like, this is the salmon from the farm. We need wild caught. And I was like, what happens if we eat this? She's like, it's not good. I'm like, well, what's going on in this fucking farm? And she was like, oh, I don't even think you could handle it. I'm like, we just watched a documentary on like child predators. You don't think I can handle what happens on the salmon farm? She goes, no. I'm like, what can they possibly do? Like, they give them chemicals? Are they raping the salmon? What's going on? What's the worst thing you could do to a salmon? Make it really big? Hit it? Kill it? I don't know. What's happening on the salmon farm that's fucking them up to the point? Also, if it's that bad, take it off the menu. Just now, I'll have some cod, whatever. Have you guys heard that about the farm salmon? Yeah, apparently, fucking, is this true or is she... She said, oh, that salmon, maybe it's the wild caught's the good one. Yeah, why? What's happening on the farm? I'm from the backwoods of Maine. I grew up around farmers. It was lovely. I know these are like different farms. Maybe they shouldn't be called farms then, these salmon institutions. Farm sounds friendly. You think of a farm, you think of a guy out there with a little piece of straw and a hat, but apparently this guy with the straw and the hat is like doing something very bad to these salmon. Every day the salmon wake up and he's like, you're a piece of shit. I don't know what he does. I don't know what the salmon abuse that is happening. But apparently if that salmon goes in your mouth, whoo, it's not good. Better watch out. I just would like some consistent, non-politicized news about what's healthy. Himalayan sea salt, that's good for you, but what's going on in the Himalayan mountains that makes it so superior? Also, it's not like, I'm gonna just be honest with you guys, my palate's not that refined, you know. They could get it from maybe not the mountains, and I wouldn't be eating it like, not from the mountaintop, nice try. You thought I would think that was from the mountaintop? Fucking idiot! That was from the mountain base. Get that shit out of here. Mountain top, that's what I eat. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for coming to a new joke night. It's hard to find a place to work on new jokes because, like, I feel like if someone is famous and they're working on new jokes, everyone gets excited because they're like, oh, we're part of the process. But then if you're not famous and you're working on new jokes, everyone's like, that's why you're not famous. That's what it is. That's just... So I had something happen to me the other day. I'm going to tell you the story, but part of it makes me uncomfortable, and I'll tell you why as well. So this is what happened to me the other day. So just for context, you know, I get asked my pronouns a lot, which is fine. I look like pronouns, you know. I look like all the pronouns. I get it. But recently, looking this gay, it's been getting increasingly awkward. Like, I fainted at the airport last weekend. And as I fainted, people started freaking out because they couldn't tell if I was a boy or a girl. So while I'm fainting, I hear people going, oh no, that woman, that boy, that's a woman, that's a boy, that's a woman, that's a boy, that's a woman, that's a boy, woman, boy, woman. They're arguing while I'm going down. And I try to say, it doesn't matter, I'm a girl, I don't care though, whatever. I was trying to say that, but in the state I was in, I just hit the ground going, I'm a bad girl, which... Now it sounds like I'm having, it's not a medical thing, it's like a gender exorcism, you know. I'm expecting to wake up with the priest over me just putting concealer under my eyes, like, thank you. So in real life, this woman kind of hovers over me and I came to and she was like, you're not a bad girl. You're not a bad girl, life is hard, we're all doing the best we can. I'm sure you're a good girl. Now, here's the thing. This makes me uncomfortable because I'm 40, right? So for the past 20 years of my life, I've been with women who I'd say I like very feminine women that are usually very stressed out at work, and women like that usually like to either be called a good girl or a bad girl in bed, okay? So I'm used to, I'd say 1 out of 6. It goes up if you're in the East Village or Park Slope or something. The more feminine, if they work in media, PR, anything creative, if they're kind of bad at work, they like to get called a good girl. If they're like a therapist or something, they like to be called a bad girl. that should ring true with more people, but I don't know if talking about this makes people uncomfortable, but it really shouldn't, considering how prevalent it is. So insecure, I guess, with my masculinity or something. I'm freaking out inside because I'm like, oh no, I don't want people thinking I call myself a bad girl. Like, what the fuck? So that's my main gripe afterwards. I was like, oh God, I don't want all those fucking people at the airport in Arkansas thinking I'm the submissive one in the relationship. And I was said to my therapist, I said, I'm so embarrassed about this whole situation. And she was like, cause you fainted? And I was like, no, cause I broke character, okay? That's what it was. That's what it is. I just want them to know. I don't want them thinking I'm the type of gay where it's like we're both little man ones. I don't want that. Like, I don't want them thinking it's like two people that look like we make canoes. You know what I'm saying? I want them knowing I'm with someone that's a bad girl or good girl, and now these fucking people at Terminal B in Arkansas at Delta don't have, you know, the vibe of me right. I really need to get over myself. Okay, so I'm sober. Maybe it'd be, thank you. Maybe it'd be better if I wasn't, but I appreciate that. I'm sober, and there's a real hierarchy in the addiction community. I was with a friend recently, and it's also whenever I'm with people that I know from like support groups, it's obvious we're either going to a support group or we're going to a bar. It's one of the two, because it's always like a very random, it's like a Wall Street guy, a priest, a sex worker, a fireman, and like a 16-year-old, and we're all hanging out, and it's like, are you guys going to rehab or coming from it? Because the only common denominator here is definitely going to be cocaine, like for sure. But the hierarchy is, I've heard people look down on Overeaters Anonymous, and I don't like that at all. And then the argument was, they're like, it's not the same, no one sucks dick under a bridge for a marshmallow. And so my response to that is this. First of all, you don't know everybody under a bridge, okay? Second, it doesn't matter what you do, it's why you do it. It can still wreck. I'm not saying that Twix have the same effect on your body as crack. I'm not saying that. But it can still cause the same level of inner turmoil where you're totally out of control, and I think they deserve the exact same amount of respect. Also, yeah, no one's sucking dick under a bridge for a marshmallow because marshmallows aren't as expensive as meth. If marshmallows were as expensive as meth, I'm telling you right now, we'd need more bridges. Like, I'd be under there myself. I'd be under there like, I love peeps, you know. All right, that's it. Thank you guys very much. 2:00. What are you guys doing after this? I'm not trying to hang out. No, not at all. As I said that, I was like, I'm trying to hang out. No. I'm just curious, like, where you go. If 2:00 is the comedy show, then I'm curious where you go from there. What do you do is this like work friends or school friends?
These are school friends.
Where do you go to school?
I went to Tufts.
My dad went to Tufts. Yeah, great school, and my mom lives in Kendall Square. Do you miss? Yeah. Oh, you guys all really went to Tufts? Where'd you guys all study?
From high school.
And from high school, nice. I miss my friends from high school.
There's nobody from
You didn't go to Tufts? Oh, what's the problem with Tufts?
Oh, I went to a state school.
Oh, you didn't go to? Okay, nice. Well, how are you doing now? Great. See, good for you. I thought you were gonna say some other like really good school, and we were have to have one of those awkward things. You're like, I didn't go to Tufts. I went to Yale. Like, which state school did you go to? Good for you. That's great. And see, you're all in the same spot. Yeah, you're all. It all comes out. You know, I went to prep school and public school and for high school, and the kids in the prep school ended up way more fucked up than the high school people. Yeah, because their parents usually didn't really pay attention to them, and they all got into cocaine. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's how it is. Nothing makes up for parents actually being interested in your life. Wow. What type of work do you do?
I work for a comedian.
You work for a comedian. Is it an influencer comedian?
Yeah.
No. Oh, yeah. Oh, that makes me so uncomfortable when people use kids for content, because I feel so uncomfortable around people that can't consent. You know what I mean? Because kids can't consent. They're like, yeah, good idea, because you're like, here's some candy. But good for you and happy birthday. I really mean that. That's really good. No, but I think that's such a crazy, like, precedent to set. Because, like, what if they're, like, 25? Like, hey, why did you make an ass of me online? We're like, well, we thought it was funny. And they're like, yeah, but you were an adult. Like, I didn't know what I was saying yes to. And you're like, well. All right. It's all good. I've done stuff, too, What are you going to do? I would work for them, too. But it's a great show, and it is really funny. Yeah. It is really funny. It is, a job is a job, and you know, I worry, like, if he's older and he's like, what the fuck, like, you know? Time will tell. No, I know, she's not front-facing, but that's even worse. She's behind the scenes, like, yeah, no, smile more, kid, don't act like your parents are putting you up to this. But, do the kids usually want to do it, or are their parents pressuring them to?
I think they're just like chatting with a friend.
Oh, they do, and then you're like, psych, the whole world's gonna see it. Stupid child. We've all got our stuff, you know, but
She's
except for.
also a kickball captain.
Oh, yes, we love a gay man swooping in at the end. She does other things too.
I'm not gay.
I was about to say me neither, like shark. Me and you.
We're in it together. We're in it together.
You're the guidance counselor? Who is? Oh, not you. Who? Oh, you. Wait, why are you answering for her? How do you know was she your guidance counselor? She just blowing up her spot? You're like, yes! And I didn't want to be a fucking nurse, you goddamn bitch. Do you know her, or you just heard her saying it before? Oh, she's your favorite bitch. Was that one of your students? Very progressive school. You're a guidance counselor? Good for you. A good guidance counselor can, you know, change somebody's life. We had a shitty guidance counselor in my hometown. He was real shitty. Hugh. I don't remember his last name. He was a dick, though. I remember he was always telling people they would never have a career. And I was like, Hugh, you took the only career in town. I'm from a small town. So I was like, you have the career. It's just you. Just you. Also, who wants career advice from a guidance counselor in a town with no fucking careers? Like, you got a lot of balls, dude. Like, yeah, you're just not going to make it. In what? In what? Hugh. What type of school is it that you counsel at?
High school.
High school. Nice. Public, private?
Public and now private.
They can do that?
Retirement, baby.
Oh, you retired.
And then I reemployed.
Oh, I get it. You worked at a public school and then you went to a private school. Okay, cool. You've been drinking? Because now I see why everyone's talking for you. Their friends are answering the questions for her real quick. They're like, she's a guidance counselor, high school. 0 in person. Was private, Bermuda Triangle. I went to Mississippi one time. Okay, I see. It's all good. You deserve it. Being a guidance counselor is going to be stressful as a motherfucker. Because you can only guide people too much. I mean, you can only guide them so much. You can tell them what to do, but they might not fucking... It's got to be heartbreaking. Someone with all the potential in the world decides to become a fucking DJ or something. You could have been a lawyer, like, nah, I'm gonna fucking start a blog and be a DJ. Oh, God. Just get into crack or something. God damn. I wonder what this is. My ADD pills have worn off.